Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the ports, jobs, products, and Trump. The San Pedro Bayport Complex, that's LA and Long Beach, is the busiest seaport in the Western Hemisphere. About 40% of all containerized imports to the United States pass through the port. It doesn't matter where you live in the contiguous U.S., something in your local store came through that port. The port has been pretty busy, but now it's dropped. Port officials say about a third of the traffic has stopped. The burst of activity since Trump was elected and all of those imports that were shown in last quarter's GDP were U.S. companies getting ahead of the tariffs. They were pulling in as much inventory as they could, as quickly as they could, before Trump's tariff tantrum destabilized the economy. Experts say they pulled in enough inventory to last a month and a half, maybe two. But inventories aren't the only worry. Before you see less products, there are other lesses that will be apparent. See, less ships means less containers. Less containers means less over-the-road truck and rail shipments. That means less over-the-road truck and rail jobs. Less truck and rail shipments means less boxes in the warehouse. That means less warehouse jobs. Less boxes in the warehouse means less local truck jobs to get them to retailers or destination points to be turned into finished products or used. That means less local truck jobs. From here it gets a bit fuzzy. This is where you get less products on the shelves, and maybe it means less retail jobs, or maybe it means people will pay more for substitute products. Inflation will go up, and other bad things. But paying more does mean the retail jobs are safer, for the time being. See, the production capacity in the factories doesn't exist yet, so many of the products literally can't be made here. Once the higher-priced alternatives are gone, we don't really know what's happening at that point. Most of the items disappearing first are non-essential, inexpensive things with low profit margins. Plastic cups, soaps, and so on. Then, people will notice toy shortages and back-to-school supply shortages. If you were wondering why Trump was talking about pencil rationing, my guess is that somebody explained school supplies would be hit early. Inexpensive clothing would slow down here too. Just as a general rule, the more expensive it is, the longer it will take to show, in theory. Other things will hit in this period too, like batteries, some generic meds, and a lot of over-the-counter stuff. If you need, notice I said need, ibuprofen or acetaminophen, you might want to pick up an extra bottle. If you don't need it, don't cause a run on it for no reason. From here, it starts to go downhill fast. The clock is ticking for Trump to either surprise the world and emerge victorious in a trade war that was started because the most powerful economy in the world somehow felt it was being cheated, or pivot out of this. Alternatively, he could just declare victory and walk away, which I'm honestly a little confused why he hasn't done that yet. Just don't end the green energy funding and incentives from the Biden era and claim that was because of the tariffs. I mean, people who pay attention would know it wasn't true, but his base would totally buy it. The point is, the clock is ticking. Oh, cheap alarm clocks and watches are on the list somewhere too. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.